Under Plum Lake by Lionel Davidson, 17, the lake begins to glow. Killing is a hard word, and I had to put all that what he's like. The place isn't like that. Their lives aren't like that. It's all fun there. I'll say what it's like from after a nap. You have a nap. I didn't even want a nap. He said you had to. It's for your body. They sleep the exact time they want. They always know the time. It's in their brains. If they want to sleep 8.25 hours, they sleep exactly 8.25 hours. We slept 5 minutes. Then he woke me. I was dizzy. It's the air. You find you're smiling. You can't stop it. You do stop after a bit, but you keep on inside. You feel your inside smiling. We took a walk. He said we'd got our kites booked for later. I could see the kites out over the lake. I could see people in fish suits playing with fish underwater. There were groups of people relaxing in water clubs. They were in floating armchairs, chatting or reading. Food tables were floating there and back between them. From the jetties, every kind of entertainment was going on. There was swimming and sailing and acrobatic diving and bat diving with wings. There were things I'd never seen before. There was a big wheel, like at a fair, that whirled you up in the air, then round underwater. There were kids with spring floats on their feet jumping on the lake like water insects. In the pleasure gardens, other things went on. There were games and music and performances of various kinds, but we ate just then. There were thousands of eating places and four mice places. I didn't put anything about four mice. It's ice cream. You have to call it that, except it's 100 times better. It squirts out of a machine and turns into foam. Foam ice, it's called. Squirts out of a machine and turns into foam. Fantastically creamy. They have it in over 90 flavors. You have it with portions of nuts or chocolate, or various kinds of crunchies, or raisins, or mandaro. It's a kind of peel like jelly. Or you have it with hot or cold fudge, or soft or semi-soft toffee. There are thousands of combinations. Also, there are foam ice chews. They're in wrappers that keep them compressed and frozen till you open them. It's an incredible sensation that you chew, and the hard bar, and it swells into foam ice in your mouth. Or you can get them in assortments, like little wrapped toffees in a bag. We had some foam ice, then we ate. We ate panza patty. I mainly ate that. It's a hamburger, though I never tasted a hamburger like it. You pick what shade you want it cooked from a shade card. You can have it from pink to dark brown. You can have it from soft to crisp. There's no grease. You have it with chips and salad, and with any of about 20 or 30 sauces that you put on yourself. The meat is sensational, except it isn't meat. They don't eat meat. They don't eat fish either, or any other creature. They understand the creatures and communicate with them, so it would be like eating people. Anyway, he said there was no sense in eating them. He said when you ate a steak, all you were eating was grass that a cow had processed. He said you didn't have to kill a cow to get at the steak. You could make the steak the same way the cow did. You could make anything, and they did. They had an unbelievable number of foods. They made more foods than people ever knew, including all the ones they didn't know, and every one I tasted was better. It grew dark as we ate, and I saw the lake began to glow. It glowed purple from underneath. The ragusa trees began to glow. I felt fantastic. I'd only slept 5 minutes, but I felt I'd slept all night. I felt I'd just woken up on holiday full of sun and fresh air and wanting to do everything in the world. We strolled along and met other kids. He said we'd do a pleasure drum next, but we'd do it after ragusa. Second ragusa time was coming up. There were over 100 of us in the garden when we had our ragusas this time. We swung in our hammocks and ate our ragusas and couldn't stop laughing, and again it was unbelievable. There was the glow in the trees. There were the stars up above. I looked at the stars and wondered. He hadn't explained the stars yet, or the sun and moon. He'd explained hardly anything, and I haven't myself yet, though I knew more by then. I knew a lot more. I just can't tell it yet, except I'll tell one thing. You read stories and you see films. They show you the future and it's creepy. It's a terrible future with frightening people and mad-looking places. And they've got it wrong. I've been there and it's great. It's a future full of fun. It's supposed to be. There's a reason for it and I'll tell it. But right then I was swinging in my hammock, laughing at the stars and not knowing what trouble was coming. But it was coming pretty soon. And that's the end of the 17th section.